What is up, humans? How are you doing today? Now, we're going to be picking up from where we last left off in yesterday's video. As you can see here, we created this Vue accordion, we call it, because it's an accordion built in Vue.js. Now, this time, previous to this video, we created a React accordion. So, the exact same setup, but in React. Now, this time, we're going to be creating it in Vanilla JavaScript. Another requested video to do. So, without further ado, let's crack on. So we're going to open this up in VS Code. It's opened up on the wrong screen. I haven't done any pre-work to this, so this is going to be completely off the top of my head. So if I make any small mistakes, I completely apologize. In here, let's clear it, but let's run live-server dot, and that's going to run us a development server to test on. There we go. Although, because there's no files in there, it's going to give us this, which is kind of cool actually. But let's close the Vue accordion. Now in here, let's make this bigger, not that big. Let's bring it over here and snap it there. Good. Okay, now let's create an index.html file. In here, we're going to create some boilerplate code, which is going to be called JS accordion. We're not going to bother with the header this time. I know I create headers for everything, but this time we're just going to start straight off with the FAQs. Now in the FAQs, we're going to have a FAQ. I'm just quickly writing out a template one to test. We're going to have the question, like the last one, and an answer. In the answer, we're going to write something such as, actually in the question, we need a question before we have an answer, correct? I don't know. Do you love Star Wars? Question mark. That needs capital and that needs capital. Now that is a silly question. It's right, it's not wrong. Hit save, refresh. There we go. Do you love Star Wars? That's a silly question. Let's create a CSS file. So we're going to create a main.sass file, and I'm going to run in my terminal quickly. Well, actually, let's add a reset here. So we're going to say margin 0, padding 0, and box sizing border box. We're then going to open up the integrated terminal in here, and I'm going to run sass --no -source map. I think that's how you do it. And then I'm going to run main.sass to main.css. Hit enter, and that was an error. Could not find option name source map. God damn it. So it may be -source map, and we also need -- watch too. There we go. Nice. So that's how we do it. You need to install Sass to do that. If you don't, you can always install the Watch Sass plugin to VS Code. I'm not going to go over how you do that because I've done that in a previous video. Let's include our file there. So let's link, and we're just going to say main.css. Hit save, and there we go. That's all applied. Now in our main, we want to go to our body. We want to give it a background color equal to EEE. We want to give it a font family of sans serif. There we go, nice. We also want to get our FAQs, and we're going to give some padding. We're going to give padding all around, but we're going to give padding 90 pixels on the top and bottom and 25 pixels on the left and right. Bam. Maybe 90 pixels is way too much. I don't know why I overestimated that. We'll say 60 pixels. Yeah, that'll do. So we've got FAQs now. Now in here, we're going to have an FAQ, and our FAQ is going to have, we're going to display that as a block, although it's already going to be a block because it's a div, but oh well. Width 100%, but this time we're going to set the max width equal to 768 pixels. Again, I'm doing the Sass quite quickly because we've done this 3 times now, and well, I've done this 3 times. This might be your first time. You might just want to see it in Vanilla JavaScript. If you do, good on you, because Vanilla JavaScript is the best way to start. Anyway, so max width 768, and then we need a margin of 15 pixels and auto. Hit save, and that's going to give us that 15 pixels and auto. We're then going to give this a background color of white, a padding, I want to add padding under here, padding of 15 pixels, a border radius, that's not radius, of 8 pixels, and a box shadow of 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 10 pixels, RGBA, 0, 0, 0, 0.2, save. Bam, there we go. Now, our question is going to have a color of 3C, 3C, 3C. Our font size is going to be equal to 20 pixels. Nice. Good, so we have that. We then want to say, no, we don't have font weight. That's about it for the actual styling of that, isn't it? Yeah, we now need an after, and we actually need to get an element. I need to quickly grab this SVG and paste it in here. Okay, I can't just paste it. I've got to drag and drop. There we go. This is a arrow down SVG. And in here, we're going to say content equal to nothing. Our position is going to be absolute. We actually need to set a position of relative. I know I missed something in the question. So position of absolute, we're going to say top equal to 50%, a right of 0 pixels, and a transform of translate y minus 50 pixels to bring it back up. We're then going to say, so we're translating it y, and then we're going to say rotate of 180 degrees. Actually, we're going to say equal to 0 degrees. We then want to say width, 30 pixels, height, 30 pixels, and background image equal to a URL, which is just going to have / the arrow SVG. We're then going to say background position, center, background size, yep, there we go, contain, because we want it to contain inside and not overflow, and then background, repeat, no repeat, hit save, and there's our arrow. Good. So far so good. Now we need to do the answer, so we're just going to say the answer, and we're going to need in here, it needs to have a opacity of 0, a max height of 0 pixels, a transition of all 0.4 seconds, and linear. We actually need to add that also to our question and also to our after. And this one could actually be ease out. I think we need more than just that though for our answer. Do we? Oh yeah, we need to actually style it up. So we want to say color is equal to 3C, 3C, 3C. Our font size equal to 18 pixels. And that'll do for now. There we go. So we have one. Now, the issue with this is obviously it's not dynamically created, and we're going to need to dynamically create it. So let's create a JavaScript file. So we're going to call this main.js. We're going to incorporate this main.js in here. So we're going to say script source main.js. Now let's just test it's working. Console.log. Hello. Hell. Oh God, this got dark really quickly. And hell. We are in hell. Okay, so we've done that part. Now let's actually comment this out. So this is just a template I did so we could style it up. Now let's actually dynamically create our FAQs. So in here we need to give a const called FAQ. Actually, we actually want to say let FAQs equal an array of objects. Oh, and I didn't get any objects. I didn't create them, so we're going to have to write them here. So the first question will be, do you want to build a snowman? Question mark. It's a good question. Answer, no. Brutal. I know, tell me about it. And we're going to put false right in there. We're then going to copy this. And we're going to put underneath here. Oh, we're missing a bracket. No, wrong bracket. We're missing that bracket. That's the one. This one's going to say, have you liked, subbed, and shared? Again, no, we're going to be brutal today. I'm brutalizing this. And finally, we're just going to have a, what are we going to put in here? This one, Marvel versus DC, DC. Dragon Ball. There we go. Perfect. Now, we need to actually get the FAQs element. So we're going to say FAQs element, and we're going to say document.query selector, and we're going to get the FAQs. Good. Now we want to say for let I equal 0, I is less than FAQs dot. So I is less than FAQs dot, what do we call it? Length, that's it. I plus plus. So we're going to loop through our FAQs, and then we're going to say let FAQ equal FAQs I, just so we have that reference. Now we want to build our FAQ. So we're going to say FAQ element, and we're going to set that equal to document.create element, a diff. We're going to say FAQ element dot class list dot add, and we'll give it the class of FAQ. We're then going to add onto that. So we're going to say dot FAQ element, no, not dot, just FAQ element dot add event listener. So we're going to listen out for a click event, and then we're going to call a function, which is going to say, we're going to pass through E for no reason so far. And when we click it, we just want to say FAQs I dot open. Actually, I'm pretty sure I could just say FAQ dot open is equal to true. True. And if that is true, we're going to have to recall this loop. So we're actually going to create a function called display and display FAQs. And we're going to paste that back in. There we go. Nice. So everything looks right. So we're actually going to say if FAQ.open, then we're going to add a FAQs element.classList.add open. So that is also going to add the open class if FAQ is equal to open, and we're going to add the event listener to this to do that. Now we need to create some other bits. So we're going to say FAQ question element is equal to document.create element, another diff, and we're going to say FAQ question element dot class list dot add, and this time we're going to say question, and then we're going to say FAQ dot question, now FAQ question element dot, so we've got to collect dot inner text is equal to FAQ dot question. Then we're going to say FAQ dot underscore element dot append child. So we're going to add the FAQ question element to the FAQ element. Then we're going to say FAQs element is dot append child FAQ element. Hit save, refresh, and do we have anything? Nothing is being added. Oh, we're not calling display FAQ, so we need to call that initially, and there we go. Now we're getting our initial FAQs. Oh, why did FAQs get... Oh, I put FAQs element instead of FAQ element. Everything else should be correct. Oh, there you go. So it's actually styled it straight away. Nice. Now, if we click this, we want to redisplay this. Oh, we need to clear it too. So when we clear this, we want to say FAQs element dot inner HTML is equal to nothing. Hit save. That's right, we don't want to do that. We want to say FAQ. I have done that wrong. So that will make sense because we'd be deleting it and re-adding it. So it would just be flipped the other way. It wouldn't animate. We don't want that. We need to just animate it. So wait, this should save. Why is this not? Ah, there we go. So good. But now we want to say FAQ dot, or FAQ, no, yeah, FAQ dot open is equal to true. We don't actually need this anymore, but we want to say FAQ element dot class list dot toggle open. So now if we click, you can see in the bottom right here, we add the class of open, and if we click away, it takes away the class of open. So that's doing good. We don't actually need this FAQs thing like I thought we did. I was just completely wrong. I was thinking of this in the wrong way, sort of thing. So that's all good. And I don't think we actually want to do a for loop. We actually might want to map through. So if we go FAQs dot map, we're going to do the exact same thing here. So we're going to pass through an FAQ, which is going to basically be there. And now we're going to highlight all of this without the FAQ, cut and paste. So that all works the same. Now if we click this, oh, actually I want to do this as a function as well, because we want the this statement to work. And now in here I want to say we don't, okay, yes, we want to check for that because we want to add it anyway. But now we want to say FAQ element dot class list dot toggle. So we actually want to say this dot class list dot toggle open, open, unopen, open. Nice. So now we're getting it correct. So previously when we used the for loop, for loops are not very good with adding event list inside of them, because if you add an event list inside of them, it doesn't understand I can be manipulated and it breaks. So instead of adding I inside it, we're going to be using a map function to map through them, which makes it a lot cleaner as well. So back on track, guys. Again, I haven't done any prep for this video, so you're going to see all the mistakes I make when prepping this or making this video from complete scratch, which is good. I think that is good. So now we need to actually go to our Sass again, and we need to go to our FAQ down here, and we need to say and dot open. So and dot stands for so if this FAQ has the open class, we're going to say and question, and after we're going to say transform translate y minus 50%, but this time we're going to say rotate 180 degrees. Hit save. So now when I click this, you'll see it animates round like that. So now we toggle the class. Perfect. Now let's go through to question, and after transform. Good. So the question, we actually want to say margin bottom 15 pixels. Hit save. So when we click that, you see it adds some margins. That's going to be our spacing between the question and the answer. And then we want to get the answer, and we want to say opacity is equal to 1, max height is equal to 1000 pixels. Again, the reason why we're doing the max height instead of height is because you can't animate 0 and auto. You can't animate from 0 pixels to auto, and that is the reason why. So now when we click this, oh wait a second, we need to add in the FAQ. So where we've got FAQ, we need to create a new element. So we need to say FAQ let I haven't said let on any of these. So I want to say, or const FAQ element, const FAQ answer, and where's the question? Const FAQ question element. That way it said answer element. Now we're going to set that equal to document.create element, and we're going to say a diff, and then from there we're going to say FAQ answer element dot class list dot add answer, and then we're going to say FAQ answer element dot inner text is equal to FAQ dot answer. And now we can say we can actually add this to this. If we copy this here and we paste it down there, we can copy this and paste that in there. So we're appending this to that as well. Now when we click, you'll see we get Dragon Ball. And no. And do you want to build a snowman? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell to know as soon as we go live. If you want to jump into our Discord channel and chat with us, hop over, the links in the description. And other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out.